Sri Hari Gurubhyo Namaha. So, welcome to this second module of Durga Saptashati, where we will see chapter 1, Sloka 1 to 18. So, this Durga Saptashati is a sequel to our Ramayana classes and our fortnightly Sanskrit classes. So, we will be following the same pattern, but not in that depth. However, the principles of subject, predicate, object, color combination, nomenclatures, all these things which is mentioned in the Ramayana classes will be applicable here itself. We will also try to do Sandhi Chedam and Padachedam, but we will not go into word by word meaning except for certain specific cases, and we will also do a broad free translation because there is no time for to do Parayanam and also go into depth. The objective of this entire Devi Mahatmyam classes is level 1 to enable all of you to do the Parayanam with the correct Padachedam, and the second level is understanding the words. Compared to Valmiki Ramayanam, Devi Mahatmyam is equally easy. One of the Puranas, the language is not at all that difficult. Very small words are used, and with the background and knowledge of Valmiki Ramayanam which you had over the 21 days, it is very easy to read and reinforce our learning of Sandhi, Samasa, Padachedam, etc. So we will basic objective is not to do a deep dive word by word understanding the Samasa. The objective is to read the Devi Mahatmyam in the with the right pronunciation and the right pause based on the Sandhi Vigraham. So with this, now we enter into Devi Mahatmyam or Durga Saptashati chapter 1. So, Ata Prathamo Dhyayaha. So, in this first chapter, we start with, there is something called Viniyogaha and then there is Dhyanam. So, Viniyogaha Asya Sri Prathama Charitrasya Brahma Rishihi Mahakali Devata Gayatri Chandaha Nanda Shaktihi Raktadantika Bijam Agnistatvam Rigvedaha Swarupam Sri Mahakali Prityarte Prathama Charitra Jape Viniyogaha. With this Viniyoga, now we come into the Dhyanam. Ata Dhyanam Om Khadgam Chakra Gadeshu Chapa Parighan Shulam Bhushundim Shiraha Shankam Sandadatim Karaistrinayanam Sarvanga Bhushavrutam Yam Hantum Madhukaitabohu Jalajabuhu Tushtava Supte Harau Nilashmat Dyutimasya Pada Dashakam Sevaye Mahakalikam is the Dhyana Slokam. So if you remember in module 1, I explained about the first Prathama Charitram where Kali is the Devi, and now whatever Dhyanam we have done is pictorially depicted here in the form of Mahakali's Rupam. So this is an exact match. The picture which you are seeing is the exact match of the description in this sloka. So let us take this sloka, Dhyana sloka, and try to understand a bit in depth. Om Khadgam Chakra Gadeshu Chapa Parighan Shulam Brushundhim Shiraha Shankam Sandadatim Karaihi Trinayanam Sarvanga Bhushavrutam Yam Hantum Mathukaithabau Jalajabuhu. So that is Visarga becoming Sakara. Jalajabuhu Tushtava Sukte Harau Nilashma Dyutim Asya Pada Dashakam Seve Mahakalikam. So when, as usually we have to, whenever we take a sloka, we need to find out the subject, predicate and object. So here the Kriya Padam is Seve. So Aham Seve. Aham Kam Seve. Aham Mahakalikam Seve. So I am serving that Mahakali. So Seve is the Kriya Padam, which is called Lat. Okay, so the Vartamane Lat and the Dhatu for that is Shevr. So serve is coming from the word that one. So the remaining details I have given Ekavachanam, Uttam Purush, etc. So now Aham Mahakalikam Seve. I am saving that or serving that Mahakali. All the other words are epithets to Mahakali. She who has 10 faces, 10 legs, Asya Pada Dashakam, then holds a sword. So you can see the picture and map. Khadgam is there, Chakram, Gadeshu, all of you know what it is, Chapam. Again, I would refer you to Narasimha Stuti, where we discussed about all these words there also. These words had come in our fortnightly classes on Narasimha Stuti as well. Chapa Parighan, Parigham also had come in one of the weapons with Narasimha. So the same word has come, Parighan, Shulam, Bushundhim Shiraha. So Bushundim Shiraha, having the human head in his hand. Bushundim Shiraha. Ishuchapam, club. Bushundim Shiraha. Shankam, all of us know. Karaihi, in the hands or by the hands. Bushundim Shiraha. Then Trinayanam, one who is having 3 eyes. Sarvanga Bhusha Vritam, adorned with ornaments on her limb. And Nilashmadyuti. So she is shining like a blue jewel. Then there is one more subject, predicate and object there, which is Jalajabuhu Yam Tushtava. So Jalajabuhu is referring to Brahma here. Tushtava. Tushtava is again Parokshe lit, who praised. So that Brahma, Tushtava, Brahma praised. Whom did Brahma praise? Brahma praised that Kali, Jalajabuhu Yam Tushtava, Supte Harau, Sati Saptami, if you remember one of my classes. So when Hari was sleeping, Madhu Kaithabau Hantum, for the purpose of killing Madhu and Kaithaba, he praised you. So that Kali who was praised by Brahma, who was born in a lotus, in order to kill Madhu and Kaithaba, that Mahakali I am saving. Aham Seve. Aham Tam Mahakalikam Seve is the Dhyana Sloka. So with this Dhyana Sloka, now we go into the first 6 slokas. And then first we will recite the slokas. And then we will see the same way Padachedam, Anvayam and all. So please listen to the way of reciting these slokas first. Om Em Markandeya Uvacha Savarnissuryatanayo Yomanukatyateshtamaha Nishamayatadutpattim Vistaradgatato Mama Mahamayanubhavena Yata Manvantaraadipaha Sababuva Mahabagaha Savarnistanayoravehe Swarochisentare Purvam Chaitra Vamsha Samudbhavaha Surato Nama Rajabhut Samaste Kshiti Mandale Tasya Palayathas Samyak Prajaputrani Vaurasan Babuvushatravo Bhupa Kola Vidvamsinastada Tasya Tairabhavat Yuddham Ati Prabala Dandinaha Nyunairapi Satair Yuddhe Kola Vidvamsibirjitaha. So this is Anushtup Chandas. So 8 syllables make 1 padam. So it is the same Chandas which is there in Bhagavad Gita and most of our Puranas. So stopping the Yati at 8 syllable is not that difficult. Now let us look at the key words there, how the Padachedam, Anvayam, etc. and the free translation. So let us look at one by one. the thing. So avam Markandeyaha uvacha. So if you go back to my Visarga Sandhi rule, Visargasya lopam, so it is Markandeyaha uvacha. So Markandeya spoke, or Markandeya told his disciples. What did he talk about? Savarnihi Surya Tanayaha. So Visargasya Okaram. Yo, again Yaha Manuhu Katyate Ashtamaha. Yaha Manuhu Katyate Ashtamaha. Nishamaya Tat Utpattim became Tad Utpattim. Vistarat Gadataha Mama. Mahamayanubhavena Yatha Manvantaraadipaha. So he talks about the Manvantara, he talks about the 8th Manu, which is Savarnihi, is referred to as the 8th Manu. You can go back to my Dashavatara Stuti, where we had talked about Manvantara, etc. You can listen back to those videos to get further new information about that. That is not going to be discussed. Surya Tanayaha Savarnihi. So Surya Tanayaha, son of Surya, who was Savarni, was called the 8th Manu. How he was born and what was his nature and etc. You please listen to me in depth is what Markandeya is telling. Saha babuva mahabagaha Savarnihi tanayoho ravehe. So there was sa babuva. So whatever in blue or dark brown is your Kriya Padam. Wherever possible, I have marked it. And whatever is in blue is the subject or the adjective related to the subject. Sa babuva. So he became. Who? Savarnihi. Ravehe Tanayaha Savarnihi. He became the 8th Manu. Then Surataha Nama Raja Abhut Kshiti Mandale. So this Surata belonged to the Chaitra Vamsha. So Chaitra Vamsha is the lineage. In the Chaitra Vamsha, there was a king called Surataha. Surataha Nama Raja Bhut. Samaste Kshiti Mandale. Kshiti Mandalam means earth. On the earth, there was a king who was called Surataha. Surataha. So Surata, there was a king called Surata. Tasya palayata samyak praja putran iva aurasan. This king Surata, this is again in Karmani Prayogam, took care of his subjects the manner in which a person takes care of his own children. Putra iva aurasan, the way the child is taken care of, in the same manner, this king Surata took care of his own subjects. Babuhu Shatravaha Bhupaha Kola Vidvamsinas Tada. Kola Vidvamsinaha Tada. Then this king Surata had a lot of enemies. Babuhu Shatravaha, it is all Bahuvachanam. Babuva, Babuhu is the Bahuvachanam of Babuva. The Kola Vidvamsinaha. So there was a clan of Kolas. The kings of the Kolas, of the clan of Kolas, the Kola Vidvamsanaha Bhupaha Shatravaha Babuhu. So this Kola Vidvamsin became the enemies of this king Surataha. Tasya Taihi Abhavat. So Taihi Abhavat, Tair Abhavat, Yuddham Ati Prabala Dandinaha. So there was a big battle or a warfare between Surata and the kings of Kola Vidvam. Nyunaihi apisaha taihi yuddhe e Kola Vidvamsibir jitaha. Even though in number Nyunaihi api, even though the number of army soldiers or whatever you want to call it, even though they were less in number, they overpowered the king Surata is the meaning of this sloka. So there was a king called Surata. He had enemies in the form of Kola Vidvamsin, And these enemies, even though they were less in number, could conquer the king Suratha, is the meaning of this first 6 slokas. Now let us look at the next 6 slokas. ततस्वपुरमायातो निज देशादिपो भवत् आक्रान्तः स महाभागः तैस्तदा प्रबलारिभिः अमात्यैर्बलिभिर्दुष्टैः दुर्बलस्य दुरात्मभिः कोशो बलं चापहृतं तत्रापि स्वपुरे ततः ततो मृगया व्याजेन हृतस्वाम्य स भूपतिः एकाकी हयमारुह्य जगामगहनं वनं स तत्राश्रममद्राक्षीत् द्विजवर्यस्य मेधसः प्रशान्तश्वापदाकीर्णं मुनिशिष्योपशोभितम् तस्थौ कञ्चित् सकालं च मुनिना तेन सत्कृतः इतश्चेतश्च विचरन् तस्मिन् मुनिवराश्रमे सोचिन्तयत् तदा तत्र ममत्वाकृष्टमानसः मत्पूर्वैर्पौलितं पूर्वं मया हीनं पुरं हि तत् is the next 6 slokas. Now let us look at the padacheda and anvaya. Tataha swapuramayataha visargasya okaram nija deshadipaha abhavat. So having got defeated by Kola Vidwamsins, this king returned back to his own country and he was ruling his own small territory. Akrantaha sa mahabhagaha taihi tada prabalaribihi amatyaihi balibihi दुष्टैहि दुर्बलस्य दुरात्मिभिः कोशः बलं चापहृतं तत्र अपि स्वपुरे ततः. So when this person came back defeated by others, as we all know, there was revolt amongst his own mantris, ministers and other councils. They revolted against this king Surata. And then what did they do? Amate dushtaihi duralasya, they all took away everything from them because of their ill counsel and things like that. They overpowered the king Suratha. And then he had lost the entire control of his own small kingdom. So what did he do? Tataha mragaya vyajena. In the context, in the pretext of Tataha, then when he was overpowered by his own evil ministers and other councils, King Surata, in the pretext of going for hunting, Tataha mrigaya vyajena kritaha saha bhupatihi ekaki hayam aruhya, mounting an horse, Jagama Gahanam Vanam. He went into a deep forest, having been overpowered by the evil councils and ministers. The king, in the pretext of going for hunting, mounted a horse and went into the deep forest. Saha Tatra Asramam Adrakshit Dvijavaryasya. When he went into the deep forest, he saw Adrakshit, again is a Kriyapadam, Jagama is a Kriyapadam, Abhavat is a Kriyapadam. So Tatra, there he saw. What did he see? He saw an hermitage, Dvijavaryasya Asramam. See, he saw an asrama of a Brahmana in the deep forest where he saw the animals and people all living together. Prashanta Swapadakirnam Muni Shishyopashobhitam, and the Muni was living even along with his disciples in a peaceful manner. So when he was tastau kanchita kalam cha munina tena satkritah. So again it is karmane vibhakti usage here. So by that muni he was satkritah, he was honored or received as a guest, and then he started staying in the asrama of that muni. When he was staying there, itaschetascha, itaha cha, that become itaschetascha, that is viksargasya sakaran. Vicharan tasmin munivarasrame, vicharan, he was moving around in the hermitage of that muni. Saha achintayat tada tatra mamatva krishna manasaha. So when he was moving here and there in the hermitage of that Muni, which is called Medas, which will come in the few this sloka, his mind started wandering and going back to his own old thoughts. So he started getting thoughts about his countrymen and his kingdom. Mat purvaihi palitam purvam maya heenam Puram hitata, that which was palitam, which was protected by me earlier, what is happening there? And then he goes down the memory lane and starts thinking over his country, his countrymen, his people, etc. Is the thought process here. With this, we go to the next 6 slokas where we will see further discussion about his countrymen, etc. So, madvrityai teirasadvrityai dharmatha palyate nava na jane sa pradano me shuro hasti sada madaha mama vairi vasham yataha kanbo ganupalapsyate ye mamanu nityam प्रसादधनभोजनैः अनुवृत्तिं ध्रुवं तेद्य कुर्वन्त्यन्यमहीभृताम् व्ययशीलैस्थैः कुर्वद्भिः सततं व्ययम् व्ययशीलैस्थैः कुर्वद्भिः सततं व्ययम् सञ्चितः सोति दुःखेन क्षयं कोशो गमिष्यति एतच्छान्यच्छ सततं चिन्तयामास पार्थिवः तत्र विप्राश्रमाभ्यासे वैश्यमेकं ददर्शसः सः पृष्ठस्तेन कस्त्वं बोहेतुश्चागमनेत्रकः सशोक इव कस्मात्त्वं दुर्मना इव लक्ष्यसे इत्याकर्ण्यवचस्तस्य भूपते प्रणयोदितम्. So now let us see the padachedam and anvayam. Madvrityaihi taihi asadvrityaihi dharmatah palyate na va na jane saha pradanaha me shuraha hasti sadamadaha. I do not know what the minister, my chief minister is doing. What are my other people who were employed by me, they are doing. Mama vairi vasham yatah kan bhogan upalapsyate. What are they enjoying? How they are enjoying? Anuvrittim dhruvam te adya kurvanti anya mahibhritam. Are they serving the new king? Are they serving the new king? Are they remembering me? All this sort of thoughts, a train of thought comes to that King Suratha. Asamyak vyavashilaiste asamyak vyayashilaihi taihi kurvadbihi satatam vyayam sachittah sa atidukkena shayam koshaha gamishyati. Whether my treasury or the money which I built, are they spending that money in vain? Are they spending that money uselessly? With so much of effort I put in and brought money, are they wasting it? So like this, he goes on thinking about his past and thinking what these people are doing. Etat cha anyat cha, etat chanyat cha is all hal sandhi there. Satatam Chintayamasa Parthivaha. Parthivaha Chintayamasa. So the Chintayamasa I have discussed in Valmiki Ramayanam also. It comes so many times about Hanuman. Chintayamasa, Chintayamasa. Chintayamasa means thought. So Parthivaha thought. So this Parthiva, this king started thinking or thought, what is happening to my kingdom, what my people are doing, what is the effort which I have put all in bringing the money, whether it is being wasted, etc., etc. तत्र विप्राश्रमाभ्यासे वश्यमेकं ददर्श सः. So as he was moving around this viprashramam, he saw one vaishya, ekam vaishyam sah dadarsha. Sa dadarsha. So dadarsha is again your kriya padam. So that King Surata, when he was thinking and wandering like this, he met or he saw one Vaishya. Then he asked that Vaishya, Sa Prishtaha Tena Kastvam. So who are you? Bho Hetus Cha Agamani Atrakaha. Why have you come here? So now there is a dialogue between the Vaishya and Surata. Who are you? Why have you come here? Etc. Sa Shokaha. You look Shokena Saha. The karma, this is one type of samasa. Ramena saha sa Lakshmanaha. Similarly, sa shoka, you are full of grief. Iva kasmatvam durmanaha iva lakshase. You look as if lakshase is again kriya padam. Tvam durmana iva lakshase. You look as if you have lost your heart, etc. Who Vaishya? What is it? You look very lost and you feel very sorrowful. Who are you? Why have you come here? Is the question answer or the dialogue between the Vaishya and Surata. So with this, we come to the chapter 1, module 2, that is Sloka 1 to 18. We will see the next few slokas in the next module. Sri Hari Gurubhyo.